At a brick manufacturing facility in India, a truck was being guided into position during the routine loading operations. A worker acting as a spotter stood near a stacked pile of finished bricks to provide hand signals to the driver. As the truck maneuvered, vibration caused part of the brick stack to lose stability. Several bricks fell from the stack and made contact with the worker's back. Stacks of materials can become unstable during nearby vehicle movement and should be treated as active hazards. Maintaining safe clearance distances, positioning spotters away from stacked loads, and securing materials before vehicle maneuvering can help prevent unexpected collapses and related injuries. Inside a carpentry workshop in northern Vietnam, a worker was cutting a long wooden board using a table saw during routine operations. The material was guided manually without rear support or push tools. During the cut, the wood became unstable and rebounded from the saw area, making contact with the worker's torso. The operation stopped immediately. Nearby workers assisted, and the individual was reported injured during the incident. Table saw tasks require proper material support and the use of push tools to control wood movement. Maintaining stable infeed and outfeed support, avoiding direct alignment with the blade, and keeping hands clear of cutting zones can significantly reduce kickback-related injuries. At an industrial work site, a worker was assigned to modify an empty oil metal barrel using an angle grinder. During the cutting process, residual vapors inside the container ignited, causing a sudden explosion that displaced the barrel. The worker was positioned slightly offset from the cutting line and was not directly exposed to the force of the event. The worker remained safe, and no additional injuries were reported. Containers that previously held oils, fuels, or chemicals should always be treated as hazardous, even when they appear empty. Before any cutting, welding, or grinding activity, such containers must be thoroughly cleaned, ventilated, and verified gas-free using appropriate testing methods. Inside a workshop environment, a team of workers was conducting a lifting operation using an overhead crane to reposition a heavy load. The load appeared uneven and required chain adjustments before being raised. During this process, one worker remained close to the suspended load to adjust and secure the chains while the crane was engaged. As the lift progressed, the load unexpectedly shifted from its balanced position and made contact with the nearby worker. Other workers immediately stopped the operation and rushed to assist, successfully freeing him from the load. Effective lifting operations depend on maintaining clear exclusion zones and ensuring all adjustments are completed before loads are placed under tension. Workers should remain clear of suspended or partially supported loads, and lifting plans should emphasize stable rigging, clear communication, and stop work authority whenever conditions change unexpectedly. In the municipality of Dabeba, Antioquia, Colombia, a roadway runs alongside a steep hillside that is susceptible to rock movement, particularly during periods of heavy rainfall. On the morning of December 8th, a motorcyclist had stopped along the roadside near a residential area while local pedestrian and vehicle traffic continued normally. Without warning, a large boulder became dislodged from the slope above the road and descended rapidly toward the paved surface. Security camera footage shows the rock striking the roadway and crushing the parked motorcycle, blocking both traffic lanes. The rider, who had just moved away from the vehicle moments earlier, avoided direct contact and was reported uninjured during the incident. Roadways located beneath natural slopes require ongoing geotechnical monitoring and clear hazard controls, especially after prolonged or intense rainfall. Implementing warning signage, restricting stopping or parking in high-risk zones, and conducting regular slope inspections can reduce exposure to sudden rockfall hazards and help protect both road users and nearby residents. In Hecho, Guangxi Province, a sedan was traveling along a roadway where a construction zone had been established with cones to indicate a lane restriction. As the driver encountered the work area, they attempted to move into an adjacent lane to avoid the cones and in the process collided with a nearby truck. The impact caused the sedan to lose control and drop into an open excavation pit alongside the road. Local traffic police reported that the driver and any passengers were uninjured following the event. Traveling through or near active construction zones demands heightened awareness, reduced speed, and strict adherence to posted signage and lane markings. Drivers should anticipate changes in roadway alignment and allow ample space when negotiating restricted lanes to prevent collisions. In the industrial area of Kala Amb, India, operations were underway at a cardboard manufacturing facility that had been permitted to continue functioning during lockdown conditions to support pharmaceutical packaging needs. During routine production activities, a worker was engaged near an operating machine used in the cardboard processing line. While the equipment was active, the worker came into contact with the moving machinery. The incident resulted in severe impact, and the individual later passed away due to the incident. Industrial machinery must be supported by clearly defined exclusion zones, effective guarding systems, and strict controls that prevent human access while equipment is in motion. In Tongren Guizhou Province, China, security footage captured an unusual event on December 17, 2025, when an improvised explosive force occurred near a roadside drainage access point. A child was playing beside the open gutter when firecrackers were ignited, causing a confined gas likely accumulated methane to ignite and erupt. The explosion suddenly propelled the metal sewer cover and surrounding stone slab several meters into the air. Activities involving firecrackers or open flames near infrastructure, such as drainage systems, sewer vents, or confined spaces, carry hidden risks due to possible accumulation of flammable gases. Ignition sources should always be kept well clear of these environments. In Rishikesh, Uttarakhand, India, footage captured a wild bear entering a residential street and charging along the roadway, causing pedestrians and cattle to flee for safety. The bear's sudden presence in the community prompted immediate reaction from those nearby, including local residents and passers-by, who quickly moved out of the animal's path. No reports of serious injury were confirmed in the aftermath of the encounter, and local authorities were notified as the animal eventually left the area. Unexpected encounters with large wildlife in populated areas require thoughtful preparation and response to minimize risk for both people and animals. Residents in regions where wildlife movement is possible should maintain clear external spaces free of attractants, secure livestock, and follow guidance from wildlife management authorities when an animal enters a community. On August 8, 2022, a heavy goods vehicle traveling eastbound on the A27 bypass near Chichester failed to slow for stationary traffic and collided with the rear of a van, causing a multi-vehicle crash. One car overturned and 3 people sustained serious long-term injuries. Heavy vehicle operators must maintain awareness, keep safe distances, and adjust speed to traffic conditions. During a local fair in Surendranagar, India, a Well of Death stunt performance was underway inside a large cylindrical wooden structure approximately 40 feet high. A car and 2 motorcycle riders were circling the vertical wall as part of the concluding segment of the show, while spectators observed from a platform above. During the maneuver, one motorcycle experienced a loss of control after a flat tire developed. The unstable motorcycle moved upward along the wall and then descended, colliding with the second motorcycle below. Both riders fell from an estimated height of around 30 feet onto the arena floor. The individuals were reported injured during the incident, and authorities later confirmed the injuries were not life-threatening. Live stunt performances require strict mechanical inspections and enforceable personal protective equipment standards before every show. Verifying tire condition, braking systems, and rider protective gear, combined with defined emergency stop protocols, can significantly reduce the likelihood of loss of control events in high-risk entertainment environments. Inside a manufacturing facility in China, production was underway using industrial press machines to shape and process materials. During one active press cycle, a worker leaned into the machine to adjust the material being processed. At that moment, the machine unexpectedly cycled and made contact with the worker. Nearby co-workers immediately recognized the situation, stopped the equipment, and intervened to free him from the press area. Press machines require strict adherence to lockout, guarding, and hands-free material positioning controls to prevent unintended activation during adjustments. Tasks involving alignment or correction should only be performed when equipment is fully stopped, isolated, and verified safe, using appropriate tools or fixtures rather than manual reach. Clear operating procedures and reinforced stop work authority help reduce exposure to sudden machine cycles.